Hi everyone, Senator Jason Rarick here at the Capitol. And today I want to talk to you about an issue that a lot of people probably haven't heard about, but it's starting to get a little bit of attention. And that's this work that's being done by an ethnic studies working group in the K-12 education arena. Democrats passed a bill last year that this working group would be put together to create the standards for all of our schools around the state and what they would have to do for teaching ethnic studies. And once again, on the surface, if that's all you look at, you think, oh, that's not a bad idea. But when we dig into the details to see what's happening with this group, it starts to raise some red flags. The first red flag is the fact that they're not meeting the time frame that was put in front of them to allow for the public to see what they're going to recommend and then be able to have input back before it comes to the legislature for a decision. The longer this group takes to put out their recommendations, the less time the public has to evaluate it and get their responses to their legislators before the legislators will be making the final decision on the product. And one of the other questions that just has to arise is when you look at the membership that was put on this ethnic studies working group. One of the members came out and said, this whole country was founded on, just a racist way of thinking, and it should all be thrown out. We should overthrow this country's government because of how it was founded. And this is a person who is having input on what our ethnic studies should be in every school around the state, and the longer they wait to get out their recommendations, the average person around Minnesota is not going to be able to see what those recommendations are and have their input heard. That is, again, one of these struggles that I just see. It's been a reoccurrence over and over, the dragging of the feet so that information can't get out to the general public before a final decision has to be made. Minnesotans, we need to demand better. And I, for one, if these recommendations don't come out in a timely manner, will be speaking out very loudly to change and hold back on implementing any of these new recommendations until everyone has had an opportunity to evaluate them and be able to have their legislators hear their input.